Have you ever noticed something almost insulting about yourself? That inside your room you feel smart, motivated, even a little fluent? You repeat English sentences, you understand podcasts, you whisper, "I can do this." But the exact second you step outside the front door, touch the gate, see another human being, hear traffic, hear voices, hear life moving around you, your English quietly packs its bags and vanishes like it was never there in the first place? It is almost magical, almost rude, and deeply frustrating. Because now the problem no longer feels like vocabulary, it feels personal. It feels like your confidence has a switch, and the outside world knows exactly where that switch is. And this is the moment where many learners start creating a dangerous lie in their mind. Maybe I only understand English. Maybe I am not the type who can actually speak it. But stay with me, because that lie gets destroyed today. And it gets destroyed in the most ordinary place possible, right outside your own door.
Yes, because the second you leave home, the world starts throwing little social attacks at you. The guard nods. The neighbor says something. A passerby looks at you. A shopkeeper asks a question. Your ride is late. Your friend texts, "Where are you?" These are not huge, dramatic movie scenes, but for an English learner, they are dozens of tiny pressure explosions. And pressure is exactly where your mouth usually locks. So today, we are not walking outside as a normal person. We are walking outside as a reflex hunter. Every awkward public moment becomes a sentence target.
Picture this slowly. You lock the door, check your pocket, take 3 steps, then suddenly that horrifying thought arrives. Did I forget something? This sentence alone has ruined more peaceful mornings than bad weather. You stop. You touch your bag. You touch your phone. You mentally replay the room you just left. And right there, before panic fully grows, your English reaction must strike. Wait, did I forget my wallet? Or, please tell me I have my keys. Or the beautifully dramatic, don't do this to me today. Can you feel how natural that sounds? That is because stress creates authentic language, and authentic language is sticky language.
Now let's make this painfully relatable. You begin walking faster because you are already late, and then your phone vibrates. It is a message. Just 2 words. Where are you? Instantly your heartbeat changes. Why? Because this innocent little message carries judgment. Somebody is waiting. Somebody is tracking your lateness. Somebody is about to be annoyed. And suddenly your brain needs a fast English response. Not an essay. Just a believable survival line. On my way. Almost there. Running late. Be there soon. These 4 tiny phrases are worth more than 50 advanced grammar rules because these are social rescue phrases, the kind that make you feel capable in real life.
And let me ask you something dangerous. When somebody texts, "Where are you?" what do you usually do? Type a giant translated sentence in your head? Or send the shortest possible thing because panic is faster than grammar? Exactly. Real life forces short English, which means the outside world is secretly helping you become fluent, if only you stop treating every sentence like a final exam.
Now the road gets noisier. A bike passes. A horn blasts. Somebody almost bumps into you. You look around and mutter, "Seriously?" Or, "Watch it!" Or, "What is going on today?" And maybe this sounds too simple, too casual, too random, but these random emotional mutters are gold because they remove the old learner habit of only speaking when spoken to. Fluent people do not wait for permission from a classroom. They react to existence itself.
Here comes my favorite public embarrassment scene. You reach the corner shop because you need water, gum, maybe a pen, maybe literally anything, and the shopkeeper asks the shortest question in human history. What do you need? And suddenly your brain behaves like you were asked to defend a PhD thesis in front of astronauts. Why? Because someone is looking at you. waiting. That waiting face creates pressure. Pressure creates silence. Silence creates self-hate. We are ending that loop right now. You do not need sophisticated shopping speeches. You need instant request English. A bottle of water, please. Can I get gum? Do you have a pen? Short request, clear voice, done. Public interaction survived.
But wait, the real test is not buying something. The real test is when the shopkeeper says something unexpected and your brain screams, "This was not in the practice script." Maybe he says, "Anything else?" Maybe, "Need change?" Maybe, "Small or large?" And for 1 second, your soul leaves your body. This is the famous unscripted panic. And I need you to understand something powerful. Fluent speakers are not people who know every possible sentence. They are people who stay calm when an unplanned sentence appears. So your job is not to know everything. Your job is to survive the next 3 seconds. No, that's all. Small one? Yes, please. Tiny answers, tiny victories, massive confidence.
Now we are going to do something sneaky. I want every listener to imagine one socially awkward moment they hate. Asking for directions, greeting a classmate, answering a delivery guy, speaking to a receptionist, anything. Hold that embarrassing little monster in your head. Good. Now, instead of imagining failure like you usually do, imagine the first 3 easy English words you could say there. That is all. Not perfection. Just the first 3 words. Because the first 3 words are the hardest wall. Once they leave your mouth, the rest usually limps behind somehow.
This is why Verbalift trains launch speed, not language beauty. Launch speed. The ability to begin. Because most learners are not mute from start to finish. They are mute from second 0 to second 3. They lose the opening, then the whole conversation collapses. Win the opening, and suddenly speaking feels possible.
So as you walk, ride, wait, text, buy, greet, react, I want you to realize something almost ridiculous. The outside world is not where your English dies. It is where your English is born. Because birth is always uncomfortable, noisy, awkward, and a little embarrassing.
And today, right outside that front door, you stopped being someone who only practices in safe silence. You became someone who can release English into moving life. Not perfectly, not elegantly, but genuinely.